Good afternoon, everybody. Today is August 23rd, 2023. Today, our lecture is Visuddhi Mega Purification, Samadhi Nidisa, about the concentration, the Ubhika Bhavana, equanimity, meditation, the part 130. So before starting the lecture, we pay respect to the Buddhas in Namo Tassa in 3 times, please. Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavatu Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Thank you very much for your watching. So today we continue talking about the Ubhika Bhavana, equanimity meditation. So there are 4 kind of divine abiding, Brahma, Vihara, and Pali. The highest level of the divine abiding is equanimity meditation, Ubhika Bhavana. Ubhika Bhavana is very difficult to, make that kind of mental situation. Because our mind is mostly working with the emotionally, working with the various kind of situation emotionally. So Ubhika is easily we understand. I will want to mention you are free from that kind of emotion because Ubhika is equanimity in the middle way, nor love, neither love nor hate. So that kind of free from that kind of emotion. So that's why we call Ubhika Bhavana is equanimity meditation is the highest level of divine abiding Brahma Vihara. So today we talking about the Brahma Vihara, and then we continue talking about the miscellaneous thing. Miscellaneous thing is talking about various kind of the 4 divine abiding. Okay, so Pali continue talking about the equanimity meditation like this. Tasama Utta Nayina. Tasama therefore. Tasama therefore. Utta Nayina is according to the explaining in the previous meditation, divine abiding meditation, Metta Bhavana, Karuna Bhavana, Mudita Bhavana. Micchata Pokali. We start, for the beginner, we need to choose the right meditation object. Very important. For equanimity meditation also, we need to choose what kind of person to practice equanimity meditation is Mijata Pokala. Mijata Pokali, the neutral person. Neutral person is easy way to make a equanimity Ubhika because neutral person is neither love nor hate. That person we call neutral person. Not close friend, not lovely person, and then no enemy, not enemy person. That person is we call in Pali Majada Ukale. Okay, that is very important. That's why Bali use that one. Majada Ukale. Majada is in the middle, neutral person, So in the neutral person, Majada Ukale, Ubekan is equanimity. Opatitoa after rising. Opatitoa. After arising, ata later. And later means after practice the equanimity meditation with the meditation object, neutral person. After that, you can use other different person also. So here, Pali mentioned Piya Pukali. Pia is your lovely person, love the dear person. You can practice the Upekha Bhavana, equanimity meditation also. Okay? And then the door from that, Sanda Sahayaka. Sanda Sahayaka is a very close friend. Very close friend. Yeah, Sanda Sahayaka. And the door from there, after practicing with a very close friend, your equanimity meditation, after that, Viremi is in the hosting person, in the enemy person. Also, you can practice equanimity meditation. So Buddha recommends step by step, you can practice with those meditation objects, those person, different kind of person, you can practice. But finally, you have no boundary, no barrier between these four persons, isn't it? So it is even like this. Like this means practicing like this, step by step. First, Mijada Bogala, neutral person. Second, Piya Bogala, dear person. Third, Sonda Sayake, very close friend. And Wirimi is an enemy person, hosting person. Like this. It is even like this. Imesu cha tisu. These three persons. Akanicha, you also. All person. Sabata is in all person. Okay. Vijada Vasena. Vijada Vasena is in the neutral person. According to the neutral person, Sima Samveda is the barrier. Break down the barrier. Break down the boundary between those persons. So that means that no difference between these persons. Your equanimity is equal to all persons. No boundary, no difference between these persons. Same level equanimity. Okay. So Sima is a boundary or barrier. Samveda is a breakdown. Katawa, make, after make. Tanimedan, that meditation object, sign, the sign or the meditation object, Asevidavan, or repeatedly practice. Asevidavan. Repeatedly practice. Bhavedavan. Bhavedava is a developing, practicing developing. Bahuli Katavan. Bahuli Katava is a many time practicing. Should be made like this, step by step. You have to train your mind with equanimity, upekha, in 3 steps, in 3, level. Asavidava, repeatedly. Bhavidava, doubly. Ulikatava, many times. No, not one time, not 3 times, many times. And Tasewan. Tasewan, Tasa A1. Tasewan is Tasa plus A1. A1 like this. Tasa is that meditator. Karondo is make a practice. Tawi Casine. Tawi Casina. At Casina. At Casina. According to the explaining in the At Casina already. Chatote jhana. You will get the 4 jhana. Chatote jhana, object arising in the meditation mind. After practicing like this, the meditator, attain the 4 jhana, that meaning. Not detail explaining here. If you want how your mind changing, how the meditator mind changing step by step, you can read in the Patawi Kasina explaining at this meditation. Okay, not here detail mention. No need, because already explained. Okay. So here, English translation, the Pali is Tasama. Therefore, the meditator should arouse equanimity toward the neutral person in the way already stated, already mentioned. Then, through the neutral one, he should break down the barrier in each between the 3 persons. That is a dear person, then the bone companion, then a hostile one. And lastly, himself. Himself meaning is a meditator, himself or herself. And he should cultivate that sign, the sign of the meditation, develop, repeatedly practice, many times practice. The English translation is not many times practice. No. Double and repeatedly practice. But Pali is 3. Asavidava, Bhavidava, Bhulikada. 3. Okay. Asavidava is repeatedly. Bhavidava is double. And Bhulikadava is many times. Yeah. Many times practicing. Yeah. So 3 steps you need to cultivate with that sign or the meditation. So the meditator practicing like this, he will get the 4 jhana arising in him in the way described under the Adkasina. Okay? Like this. So Pali mentioned like this. So maybe you have the question, what is the difference? The Patawikasina, when you practice with the Patawikasina meditation method, you can attain the 4 jhana. Here also, the Ubeka equanimity meditation also is possible to attain the 4 jhana. What is the difference between them? Is it the same or different? Maybe you have a question, that kind of question. Because the 4 jhana is same or not. But the meditation object is different. At Kasina, at this meditation, and then Ubeka meditation is a meditation object is different. So that's why it's same or not. Maybe you have that kind of question. That's why Pali continue explaining here like this. Kain Panedam. Kain Panedam, Kain Pana Edam. Panedam is a Pana Edam. Okay. Pana here no meaning. Edam is for jhana. Edam is a that meaning is a that for jhana. Okay. Kain is a leader, we translate. Kain is Pali mostly starting with a K, Pali question. Question is studied mostly question, Pali studying with a K. Okay. So later translate. Edam that for jhana is Patawi Kasina Disu. Patawi Kasina, etc., etc. Adisu. Adisu is etc., etc. So Patawi Kasina, Awa Kasina, we learn. Tejo Kasina, Vayo Kasina, and then we have a Kala Kasina also. Nila Kasina, Pita Kasina, Lohita Kasina, Odada Kasina. We learned. A 10 kind of Kasina. Okay. So Adisu is that meaning 10 kind of Kasina. 10 kind of Kasina meditation. Okay. So Batawi Kasina Adisu, Opana Tatiya Jhana Asabi. Opana is already arising. Tatiya Jhana is a third jhana. Tatiya Jhana Asabi is the person, the meditator. The meditator who are already arising the third jhana also. Obujati K, Obujati D, Obujati Iti. Obujati is together with the K. Obujati K. Is arising? That question. So there's a compare. Equanimity meditation arising for jhana. Already Bhattoikasina person practice already attain the third jhana and more he practice and he can attain the fourth jhana. That kind of fourth jhana. That meaning. So the answer is no pichati. The answer is very short. No pichati is a not obijati, not arising. Not arising that kind of fourth jhana, different fourth jhana. Because the meditation object is different. Bhattoikasina meditation object is active. Here, Upekha equanimity meditation object is present. Isn't it? Four kind of person. So that's why different. Four jhana is same, but object is different. That's why different. So that's why here the cause, the reason. Kasama, why? Why not arising same for jhana? The meaning. Why? So the answer is very short here. Aramana Visabhagataya. Aramana is object. Okay, meditation object. Aramana. Visabhaga is not similar. Different. Huh? So that's why in the Buddha, Buddha teach 40 kind of samatha meditation because they are different meditation objects. That's why Buddha make a name for the kind of meditation object, meditation method. Tangasina, Tang Asuva, like that, etc., etc. So maybe you can sign up altogether 40 kind of 40 40 kind of meditation object. These all meditation are samatha, tranquility, serenity, not vipassana. Okay, not vipassana. Vipassana is the same. Vipassana is all. Vipassana is not 40 kind. Vipassana is the only one because of vipassana aramana meditation object is namarupa. So no different kind vipassana. But samatha, tranquil meditation and serene meditation is a lot, 40 kind. Vipassana is only one kind. Insight meditation is only one kind. You have to understand that. So here, Pali mentioned, aramana, visabhaga. Aramana is a meditation object. Visabhaga is a different kind. Daya is because of that. Because of the different kind of meditation object. For example, the Purification, with the Purification meditation method, you attain the four jhana. That four jhana object is at this Purification. And another meditator practice equanimity meditation, upekha, bhavana. That person attain the four jhana, but the meditation object is the person, not addict, not addict. So that's one difference. Yeah, that's meaning here. Aramana, visabhaga daya. Okay, visabhaga is not equal, not same, different kind. Okay, yeah, and then Bali continues explaining metta disu. Metta, etc. Metta is a loving kindness. Etc. is metta, karuna, compassion, and mudita, appreciated joy. Yeah. Upana tatiya jhana sewa. Upana tatiya jhana sewa is already arising the four jhana, at that jhana, meditator. Obijati. Obijati is the four jhana obijati. So that meaning is Purification meditator attain four jhana is different kind, but Metta Bhavana, the abiding Metta Bhavana practice and meditator, the practice of loving kind of meditation, and then that person attain the four jhana. That four jhana is safe. Why? Because here aramana sabhagadaya. Aramana is a meditation object. Sabhagadaya is the same kind. Yeah, Metta Bhavana also, the meditation object is a person, isn't it? Lovely person, two lovely person, hostile person, neutral person, so like this. Person. Metta Bhavana also, loving kind of meditation also, the Karuna Bhavana, compassion meditation also, the person is meditation object, isn't it? Whole kind of person. Same. And then Karuna, after Karuna, Murida. Murida Bhavana also. Appreciated joy meditation also. The meditation object is person, four kind of person. So still same. Upekha Bhavana also person, all are same. So that's why if you want to practice Upekha Bhavana, equanimity meditation, you can start from the loving kind of metta, Karuna, Murida, and then finally Upekha. Yeah, you can easily get it. These four jhana are same because of the aramana meditation object, same object, person. That's why. Understand? Yeah. So that's why here aramana sabhagada is the same kind. Because of same kind of meditation object, person, whole person, loving kindness or compassion or appreciated joy or equanimity or whatever, any kind of full abiding, full divine abiding meditation object is same full kind of person. That's why. Okay. The door from that means after attaining a full jhana, pran later we go banaja. Versatility, we go is a versatility, very, very strong, no disturbance. So you should practice more. Gobanacha. Ani sansa patila bocha. Ani sansa is a benefit. Patila is a getting the benefit. It's all the same. Midabhavana, Midayam. Midayam is in the loving kind of meditation. Already explained method. Veritable should be known. Veritable. Veritable iti should be known like this. Again, that explanation is Ubekha Bhavanaya. Ubekha Bhavanaya in the equanimity meditation, Vaitharakata. Detailed explanation. Okay. So the here English translation is, but how then? How then means how they attain the full jhana. So does the arising one who that jhana already arising on the basis of the atkasina, etc., 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 10 kind of akasina? It does not. Why not? Because dissimilarity of the meditation object. So it's alright only in one meditator, 1 minute in meditator, in one meditator in whom the jhana has arising on the basis of loving kindness, etc., 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 etc. Is the compassion, appreciated joy, because the object is similar. So the similar meaning the object is all a person, full kind of person. That's why. But after that, the versatility and obtaining the advantages or benefit should be understood in the same way as described already under the loving kindness meditation. So this is a detailed explanation of the developing of equanimity meditation. So right now, we finished the Ubeka Bhavana. Okay, but we have to continue. Pali explain the Pakenaka Katha like this. Pakenaka Katha, miscellaneous talking, various kind of the talking about full divine abiding, Brahma Vihara. Pali explaining is very systematically. That's why the Pali trying to explain what is a metta, what is a loving kindness. So loving kindness, metta Pali is more detailed explaining. We need to understand. So translate loving kindness in English, translate in the various kind of languages, but I think Pali metta is we have to understand Pali, what the meaning according to the Pali grammar. So that's why these are many various kind of thing explaining here. There's a Pakenaka kata. Pakenaka is a various kind of thing Katha is a talking. Yeah. And then, what is the characteristic or loving kindness, compassion, appreciated joy, equanimity, we have to know. What is the proximate cause for the loving kindness, compassion, appreciated joy, and then equanimity? And also we have to know what is the enemy, opposite thing for loving kindness, compassion, appreciated joy, and equanimity. So various kind of these things talking about, we call here Pali Pakainaka Katha. Okay? Pakainaka Katha is that meaning. So many various kind of things talking about the four divine abiding Brahma Vihara we were containing. Okay? So Pali studying like this. Brahmottamena katite. This is a verses. Verses translation is a little bit difficult. Brahmottamena katite. Brahma vihare ime iti viditva vinyod idesu ayang pakena katapi vinya. Starting with the buzzes, starting with the stanza like this. Brahmottamena, we were translating. Brahmottamena. Brahmottamena is a Brahma plus Uttama. Together, two words together combined. Brahma. Brahma is in the 31 existence. Brahma is the highest level of celestial being, isn't it? The highest level of celestial being. In the Pali, according to the Buddha teaching, celestial being is a two different kinds, Deva and Brahma. The English translation just they have only celestial being. They don't have a English word to translate the Brahma, They translate celestial being. Celestial beings in Pali, according to the Buddha teaching in Pali, two different kinds, Deva, Brahma. Deva and Brahma, who is more higher? Brahma is more higher because of the power of meditation, more higher than. Deva is just generosity, just sila, morality. We were easily reborn in the Deva, celestial being, but cannot reborn with the power to reborn in a Brahma, celestial being. Brahma, celestial being, to reborn, we need meditation, samatha meditation at least. Yeah. So that's why the highest celestial being here, Brahma. Uttama is the best, excellent. This is a Buddha. Buddha is the highest level of the Brahma. Most supreme Brahma. Our Buddha is. Because of Buddha has all kind of samatha power, the Buddha has. That's why. Okay? So that's why we use a Brahmottamena as a Buddha. Buddha is the best Brahma, highest Brahma. Yeah. Brahmottamena Gatide. Gatide is a talking, or Buddha explain. Ime, Brahma Vihare Ime. Okay, Ime is these. Brahma Vihare, or Brahma Dabai abiding. Brahma Vihara, we call Dabai abiding. Brahma is a Dabai, Vihara is abiding. Tabai is a celestial being, isn't it? Tabai means a celestial being. Divine English translation like this. Divine abiding. 4 kind of divine abiding. There's 11 kind of meditation, Metta Bhavana, and then Karuna Bhavana, compassion, and then Mudita Bhavana, appreciated joy, and then equanimity, Ubekha Bhavana. These are 4 kind of divine abiding. Here, Pali mentioned, Ime, these, Brahmavihari. These 4 kind of divine abiding. Buddha explained. Okay? It is like this, we did after understand. After knowing. Knowing means not just knowing, understanding. Understanding about these 4 divine abiding, yeah, what the Buddha taught. That means here, Pramodamena Katite, Brahma Vihare Ime, Iti Viditva. So Iti is according to the Buddha talking, explaining. Viditva is after understand what we need to do. Pinyo ede su ayan. Pinyo edesu. Edesu is Pinyo is a leader. Edesu is in those 4 kind of divine abiding. Edesu. Pinyo is more. Ayan, that explanation is a kainaka katavi or miscellaneous is the talking or various kind of talking. When should be known. So here English translation, that verse is now, having thus known these divine abiding, told means talk by the divine one, Brahma, supremely wise. And this is Buddha. But English translation is not, they mention not Buddha, but there is some Buddha. That's not the other person. The Divine One, supremely white, the Divine One meaning is a Buddha. Okay, there's a general explaining. There's various kind of thing explanation to concerning them, concerning with the various kind of divine writing that we should recognize. We should try to recognize in that session. That's why we need to learn the Pakainaka Katha miscellaneous talking. Okay, this is an introduction. Okay, so starting like this. Idasu he. Idasu he is Modi explaining. Idasu. These Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekhasu. Idasu is together translate. Idasu, Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Upekhasu. These loving kindness, compassion, appreciated joy, equanimity. Yeah. In these 4 meditation, these 4 bhavana, Atthado is according to the meaning of them, according to the meaning of these 4 divine abiding. Atthado. Attha is here meaning. So Pali Attha is a various kind of different place, different usage. Here meaning, okay. Sometimes Attha is a benefit, and now here is no benefit. Here is a meaning, okay. Tawa first. Tawa is a fast. Mitta di mitta. Mijadidi, sorry. Mijadidi mitta. So first trying to explain what is a mitta. Majadi. Huh? Majadi is love. Majadi is a love. Love is mida. Okay? So mida we Pali use is a love. That's why English translation mida is loving kindness. Okay? So Pali trying to explain Pali mida is with the Pali mujati. Mujati is a love to the person. Here we call mida. Okay? This is a first explanation for the metta in Pali. And then sineshati at all. So love is what meaning? Sineshati. Sineshati is looking for welfare. Sineshati meaning love meaning is looking for welfare. Mother love the children. So the meaning is a mother looking for the welfare of the children, isn't it? Like this. Like this. So Sine Shakti. Ti at all. The meaning, majority love meaning is looking for the other welfare, other person welfare, looking is metta, loving kindness, or loved. The meaning. Okay? And the other one, midday wa. Wa, the other one is Mayday. Mayday meaning in the front. Mayday is a front. Huh? In the front, Bawa. Bawa is happening the Manda situation. Happening means happening Manda situation in the front. That Manda situation we call Metta. So Metta, another meaning is Manda situation happen in the front. That is Metta. Another meaning. Yeah. Maitti, Bhava, Metta. That meaning. Maitti, Bhava, Metta. So Pali explain with the Pali. Metta explaining Maitti, Bhava, Metta. Okay? So Metta sa wa isa. Wa the other way, the other one is another one to explain it is Metta sa. Metta sa is for the front. Pavutati is that kind of mental situation. Pavutati happen. That one also we call metta. So yeah, second one and that one is very similar, isn't it? No, not too much different. So yeah, metta is a love, directly translation. Metta is a love, loving kindness. Or another translation is metta is the situation happening in the front is metta. Okay? And then, but para dukhi. Para is the other, dukkha is the suffering. That this is after finish the metta, we go to the compassion, karuna. Okay, so karuna trying to explain karuna here. But para dukhi. Para dukhi is para is other, dukkha is suffering. The suffering of the other, para dukhi. In the suffering of other, sati happen. If happen the suffering of other, sadhunam. Oh, sadhunam, sadhu here, sadhu is not we say sadhu. Here, sadhuna is the the person who are very good person, sadhuna. We call sadhuna good person. And the English translation here is a gentleman. Gentleman. They say English. They say, "Oh, you are gentleman." Huh? Yeah. So sadhuna, the sadhuna is a very good person. For the good person, so the good person, when they see or hear the suffering of the other person, what there might happen? Here is plain. Hadaya kampana. Hadaya is heart or hadaya is mind. Here, you should understand. The good person mind and good person heart, kampana is a shaking. Kampana means a shaking. So the other person suffering, when the good person seeing that the other person suffering, that person mind and that person heart is shaking. Karoti is a make. That is we call karuna. Karuna, compassion meaning is compassion make good person mind or heart shaking when they saw the other person suffering. Yeah. So that meaning is a karuna. English translation compassion, but karuna is a Pali explaining modite, isn't it? Modite. Karuna is a very difficult compassion. Many language translate in various way, but karuna here Pali explaining is very detailed, very easy to know, very easy to understand. That the good person, mind and heart shaking when they saw the other person suffering. That is we call karuna, compassion. Yeah. Okay? That's very important. Yeah. If you don't explain like this, maybe Pali what meaning and the other languages translation is maybe different. Yeah, that's why Pali very cautiously explaining here what is a karuna. Para dukhe sati sarunang harya kampanang karoti. Because of that meaning, here we call karuna. Yeah. And then another way. Kinati wa. Wa, the other way is para dukkha. Para is the other person, dukkha is the suffering. The suffering of the other person, hesati, destroyed or removed. Kinadi, hesati is kinadi also, hesati also same meaning. Yeah. Removed. Vinasedi. Yeah. Vinasedi. Another one. Vinasedi is removed. So Pali, three different Pali. Kinadi. Hainsadi, Vinasedi, but similar meaning, remote. The good person, once they saw the other person suffering, they want to remove. They're trying to remove that person as they can. The meaning is, we call here karuna. Compassion is the meaning. Compassion meaning is trying to remove as possible as they can the other person's suffering. Is karuna. Okay? And another explaining. Kiriyati wa, the other explaining is, another explaining is Dokitesu. Dokitesu is the person who having the suffering. So Pradukan, Dukisedu, same meaning, yeah. Bali used in different word, but same meaning. Dukisedu is the person who have the suffering. Dokitesu. Parana wasena. You know Parana. Parana, we learned that Pali. Parana is pervading, spreading. Pervading or spreading. Yeah, according to. Vasena is according to. According to the pervading, according to the spreading. Yeah. So that meaning is a kiriyati. Kiriyati is spread. Pasariyati. Oh. Yeah, pasariyati also the contribute. Contribute. In English, contribute is you contribute is share to the other, giving the something. So pasarati is kind of the spreading. So kiriyati, pasariyati is the same meaning. The pervading, spreading, radiating. So that is we call karuna, another one. So karuna is a three meaning here, Bali explaining. Bali more details than karuna is many explaining. But they're trying to remove the other person's suffering as possible as they can. That is karuna. Okay? And then we go to the next one, mudita, isn't it? After karuna, mudita, appreciated joy. Trying to explain Bali here. More than the daya, daya. Tas tan samangino. More than is a leader. Daya is with the kind of the Dharma. Daya is here Dharma. With the kind of Dharma, Tansamingino means the person who possesses that kind of Dharma. Tan is a Dharma, also referred to the Dharma. That Dharma. Samingino is a possess the person who possesses that kind of Dharma. Sayanwa mortality. Oh, the modernity, sorry. Modernity first. Modernity is they are happy or joy. Sayan, one modernity is one, the other one is Sayan is the person. That person who has a compassion, karuna, that person himself, hasad, modernity, happy. Happy. dry. Modana matamiwa. Wa the other way is just happy, just try and appreciate the joy. Is mudita. We call mudita. Oh, tandi is a that dharma. That dharma is just only more than that matamiwa. Is just only joy, just only happiness, just only appreciate the joy. Is we call here mudita. So anyway, mudita is appreciate the joy and the other person, successful in something. That person joy. We call this one appreciate the joy. Okay. Yeah. So mudita is that meaning. And awera hondu di adi adi pia para pahanina. Very long. Awera hondu. Awera is a no. Veda is an enemy. No, that here danger. No danger. Hondu is heaven. No danger. Etc. Etc. Adi. Aveda hondu di adi pyapara. Pyapara. You know pyapara. Pyapara is anger, dosa. Pyapara, dosa is the same, anger. Ahanina is a remove. Remove the anger, remove the dosa, anger. Mijada pauba kamanina. Another reason, Mijada Bhava. Bhavabhagam. Mijada is in the middle way. In the middle way. Mijada Bhava. Upagama is approaching. Approaching the middle way. That's why Upekha, we trying to here explain the Upekha. Upekha here, the Pali Upekha is, I already told you many kinds in Pali. So here Upekha is, we explaining here because of the removing the anger and in the middle way happening. Vijada Bhava Upakama. Approaching, happening middle way. That is we call Upekha. Upekadidi Upekha. Equanimity. Upekadidi means equanimity. That's why we call Upekha. So Upekha is like this. No anger, no love, no anger, no hate. No anger, no hate, no love. In the middle way happening, that mental situation is we call here upekha, equanimity. So equanimity is like this. Trying to explain the Pali here. Okay, so that is very important to understand, isn't it? So Buddha used metta, Buddha used a karuna, Buddha used a mudita, Buddha used a upekha. What is a metta? What is a karuna? What is a mudita? What is a upekha? We have to understand like this. That's why he explained. Okay. So English translation here is now as the meaning of the firstly loving kindness, compassion, the gladness, equanimity. So here English translation is the fathom major D. Major D is a fathom. Fathom is a love. Major D means a love. So that it is a loving kindness, metta we call. And then it's a solvent. Senior D is a sini Sinishati is a solvent. They translate like this, solvent. Solvent is a meaning. Kind of the welfare. Searching for the welfare is the meaning, the Sinishati. And also it's a kind of about with respect to the friend. That's what we call metta friend. Or it is a behavior, and the behavior toward the friend, the meaning. That it is called loving kindness, metta. And another one, karuna. One, there is a suffering in the others. It causes good person, heart and mind to be shaken, not moved. Here, they translate mood. Kampana is not mood. Kampana is a shaking the mind and heart. Good person, mind and heart is shaking. Shaking means they want to try to remove the other person's suffering. That meaning, not mood. Sometimes English translation is not good here, also not good. And then thus it is compassion we call and translate karuna, passion. Or alternately, it combat kinati, combat, or other suffering, attack and demolish the meaning. That's we call it is a compassion, karuna. Or alternately, it is sculpture. The sculpture is a spreading, kiriyati, upon those who suffering. It is a eastern to them by the barbation. Barbation is parana. That is we call compassion, karuna. Those endure with the glad modernity, or if said is a glad modernity, it is only just, behavior or the gladness is we call mudita, appreciated joy. And then we go to the next one. It look on the upekati. Upekati is a abandon the interest net. Translate like this: interest net, not interest. Abandon the anger and love. Not just only interest net. Abandoning the love and hate. Just thinking like this, may they be free from enmity and having resource and neutrality. So they just that person just or that person something happen good or bad because of their action karma. So that situation and the situation we call upekha. There's equanimity. Upekha is in the middle. Michata in the middle. Okay, so right now, Bali trying to explain what the meaning of the four divine abiding, and after that we go to the characteristic and the other thing. So Bali starting with the Lakhana Tito Panita. Panita Pana Eta. Pana is the other one explaining is Lakhana Tito. Lakhana Arido. Lakhana characteristic, etc. Hitakara patta Patti Nakana, Metta. Oh. Metta, loving kindness characteristic is Hitakara Patta. Patti. Hitakara Patti. Yeah. The Hita is welfare. Akara is aspect, welfare, aspect of the welfare. Hitakara, poverty is happening. Happening, the welfare, that kind of characteristic is loving kindness characteristic. Okay? So that's why in the loving kindness is looking for the welfare of the other. That's it. We call it. Okay? So that's why here Bali explained Hitakara Hitakara Pawati Lakana. So Metta characteristic like this. Hitakara Pawati Lakana, the characteristic searching for the other person's welfare. After characteristic, the function. Hitupa Sanghara Rasa. Rasa is a function. Here, Pali, rasa is a, be careful. Rasa and rasa is a different. Rasa, short vowel. Rasa is a taste. Rasa is not taste. Here, rasa is a function here. Sometimes rasa is a, taste. So Pali is very careful here. Rasa, sometimes rasa is a taste, sometimes rasa is a function. So Hidupa Sanhara. Yeah, Hita is a welfare. Upa Sanhara is, make prefer for the welfare. This is a function. Now, preferring the welfare of the other, this is a function of loving kindness. The function of loving kindness is preferring welfare of the other. This is a loving kindness. This is a metta, the function of metta. Hidupa Sanhara Rasa. Hida Upasanhara. Upasanhara is a collecting, preferring. The Hida is a welfare. Okay? And then characteristic, Lakana, Rasa, and Pichupatana. Yeah. Pichupatana is a Agata Vinaya Pichupatana. You know Pichupatana? Proximate cause. Pichupatana is a proximate cause. No. Proximate cause is sorry. Bharatana is a proximate cause. Sorry. Pichupatana is kind of manifestation. Yeah, manifestation. Pichupatana. So manifestation means when you watching the loving kindness, you understand in your mind in that way is we call Pichupatana. Pali, that Pali is very difficult to understand. Pichupatana is understanding when you watching the loving kindness, because the loving kindness we cannot see with our eye, we cannot describe what it is. But when you watching the loving kindness appear in your mind, you watching that loving kindness Dharma. Loving kindness is a manifesta. So Arosa is loving kindness. So manifesta, one kind of manifesta. So you watching that kind of manifesta, You understand with wisdom. Oh, loving kindness is like this. You understand with a wisdom that is Vipassanā. So, in your mind, loving kindness are also manifest arising, and you watching that manifest, and you understand with the wisdom. Oh, loving kindness, agata vinaya. Agata is a kind of the anger, kind of the you know, make a enemy kind of things. I forgot that English translation is reverent. Reverent. Remove. Vinaya is remove. Removing the reverent. Removing the anger. You will understand. Oh, arising the loving kindness. When you watching with wisdom, you understand like, oh, metta is removing the anger, removing the reverence. So that is we call Purification. Manifestation of the loving kindness is removing the anger, removing the reverence or annoyance. Yeah, annoyance is also anger. Yeah. Okay, and then the last one. The last one is proximate cause of the loving kindness. The proximate cause of the loving kindness is here explaining Sattana. Sattana is for living being. Sattana for living being. Mana, mana, manaba, manaba, bhava, dasana, Abhidhamma. Manaba, bhava. Manaba is a loving. Manaba is a loving. Bhava is happening. Dasana is looking or seeing. Seeing the loving happening is a cause of loving kindness, metta. The cause of very proximate cause of the loving kindness, metta, is seeing the loving things in the person. Yeah. So that's why in the Buddha recommend, if you cannot search the person good things, even though you see, or that person maybe in the previous life, that person make me good thing, you can search the lovely thing for that person in previous life, or you can make a loving kindness. So Buddha recommend like this. So that's why the proximate cause of loving kindness is seeing the lovely thing of the other person is proximate cause to arise the metta. Okay. So this is a four kind of the things to understand the loving kindness. Metta, lakkhana according to the characteristic, rasa according to the function, Purification according to the manifestation, and then Abhidhamma according to the proximate cause, the four. Yeah. Okay. So all Dharma, Buddha explained with these four. Characteristic, lakkhana, rasa, function, Purification, manifestation, Abhidhamma, proximate cause. So in these four ways, Buddha explains all kind of Dharma. All kind of Dharma. There is a Buddha, there is a reason for the Buddha. Why Buddha explain all Dharma according to the characteristic, according to the function, according to the manifestation, according to the proximate cause. Why Buddha explain? There is a reason. Because all Dharma is anatta. Nobody can influence that behavior, that nature or Dharma. That nature or Dharma we cannot change. We cannot make an order. Should be like this. Should not be like this. We cannot make like this. That's anatta nature. Anatta. That's why Buddha all the time, all Dharma is played with these four characteristics, lakkhana, and function, rasa, and manifestation, pachupattana, and padatthana, proximate cause. There is a cause. Everything happen, everything arising, there is a cause. That's why Buddha explain proximate cause. So cause is many cause. There are many causes. One thing happen, one thing arising, there are many causes. But Buddha here mentioned is proximate cause, meaning it's a very close cause. Very close cause. Maybe there's a many other cause as well, but we cannot, in one place, we cannot mention all other different causes. That's why. Which in proximate cause is important cause. That meaning important cause. To arise a loving kindness, that cause we need seeing the loving things in the other person. That person easily make a loving kindness. Didn't see the loving thing, that person cannot make loving kindness. That's why. Okay, so very, very important to understand why Buddha explained all kind of Dhamma with those four kind of things. That is meaningful, okay? So be careful why Buddha explain like this, okay? And then we go to the Sampati and Vipatti. Yeah. Sampati, Vipatti is another important thing. If you want the loving kindness, which one is the friend for the loving kindness? Sampati is a kind of the friend for the loving kindness. Vipatti meaning is an enemy for the loving kindness. Okay? So be careful. That two thing is very important. If you want loving kindness, metta, you need somebody, you need friend for the loving kindness. You need far away from the enemy of the loving kindness. That's why Buddha mentioned here like this. Pyabadu pasamo. Pyabadu pasamo. Jabada. Jabaduba is a Pyabada. Pyabada upasamo. Pyabada is, Pyabada Nivarana. We call in Pali, dosa anger. Pyabada upasama is disappear. So disappearing dosa, idesa. Idesa is for the loving kindness, sampati. Somebody is for the loving kindness, Vyabhara disappearing is good. Vyabhara is not disappear. That person has no loving kindness, no metta. Isn't it? So if you want loving kindness, if you want to be perfect loving kindness, complete loving kindness, you need to remove as possible as you can. You need to remove anger, dosa, vyabhara, say, okay? And then sineha sambhavo vipatti. Edesa is following that. Edesa for the loving kindness. Edesa for the loving kindness. Sineha sambhavo. Sineha is a dana, attachment. Sambhava is a happening. Happening attachment is enemy for the loving kindness. So be careful. That's why we say the metta and dana is enemy. Metta is sometimes changing into the dana easily. This is metta disappear and changing into the dana, attachment. So attachment and metta is very closely opposite. Be careful. Sometimes attachment is look like a metta. Sometimes attachment look like a metta. Sometimes metta look like the attachment. Very, 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 very thin boundary. Okay, so be careful. That's why Buddha mentioned that way. Sineha sambhavo vipatti. And we go to the next one, karuna. We'll finish with metta. So karuna. Dukkha panaya nakara avati lakhana. Karuna. So karuna, characteristic of the karuna, compassion, is a dukkha panna yana karapodi lakhana. Dukkha is the suffering. Panayana is panayana kara is removing. Bodhi is happening. Yeah. Happening to remove the suffering. That characteristic is karuna, characteristic of the compassion. Yeah, compassion is trying to remove the suffering of other, isn't it? That's why. Here, para dukkha sahana rasa. Rasa is a function. The function of karuna, compassion, is para is other, dukkha is suffering, asahana is cannot patient with the other person's suffering. That means karuna is always trying to remove the other person's suffering. Okay? This is a function of karuna, compassion. And another one is manifestation of the karuna is avihimsa pichupatthana. Pichupatthana manifestation. When you watching the karuna, So karuna arising in your mind, and then you watching the karuna with the wisdom, panya, you see karuna is avihisa. Avihisa is a not, vihisa is a not make a torture, cruel, and not cruelty. Cruelty, cruelty, non-cruelty. So non-violence, yeah, that means non-violence. Avisa, the chupata. So the manifestation of the karuna. Okay, and dukhabhibhutana. Dukhabhibhutana means the person who are happening the suffering. Anatha bhava dasana padatana. Oh, padatana is a bit the proximate cause. The proximate cause of the karuna is anatha bhava dasana. Anatta is a no refuge, no shelter, or helplessness. Dasana is a looking, seeing, looking. Yeah. So there is a karuna. The proximate cause is like this. And then we go to the friend and enemy of karuna. So we have supa small, kasa somebody. Kasa, that karuna is we supa small. We supa small is a we inside is the kind of the the violence, violence. Upasama, the way inside is violent. Upasama is a disappear. Disappearing the violent is the good for the karuna. And then the enemy of the karuna is here mentioned soka sambhavo vipatti. Soka, sorrow. So sorrow is a very, close enemy for the karuna. That's why I already told you, the karuna is the pet dog when they are very seriously ill. The owner go to the center to care them. First, the compassion. You don't want to see suffering of their dog, pet dog, or pet cat, or pet animal. But finally, sorrow overwhelm their mind at the time. They send to the center who care them. So that's very closely working. Sometimes, sometimes the kind of sorrow is make kind of karuna mix. We misunderstanding. Sorrow or karuna, we cannot distinguish. That's very difficult. Sometimes our mind pretend like this, like a karuna, but sorrow. It's not karuna, real karuna. It's not real karuna. That's why Buddha mentioned like this, so-called sambhava vipatti. So-called is happening, karuna is destroying. Karuna is the disbeing. Yeah. Karuna and Soka is very closely the boundary. You're changing your mind. Karuna, from the karuna, the compassion into the sorrow. So be careful. Okay? Okay, so the English translation here is as to the characteristic, etc., etc., characteristic, function, manifestation, proximate cause, etc., etc. So loving kindness is characterized here promoting the aspect of the welfare of the other. So its function is to prefer the welfare of the other. It is manifested as the removal of the annoyance or anger. Yeah. Its proximate cause is seeing the loveliness in living being. Okay, so the middle loving kindness succeed when it make evil anger succeed, subsides and removed, and is failed. That loving kindness fail one is produce a selfish affection. Kind of attachment, selfish affection is kind of the dana attachment. Okay, and then compassion, karuna. Karuna, compassion is characterized as promoting the aspect of removing the suffering of others. Its function is succeed in not bearing other suffering. It is manifested as a non-cruelty, cruelty and non-violence. Its proximate cause is to see the helplessness in those overwhelmed by the suffering. It is succeed when it make cruelty removed, and is failed when it produce sorrow, soka. Yeah. So be careful. And we go to the other two, mudita and upekha. Okay. So Pali starting like this. Pamodana lakkhana mudita. Our mudita appreciated joy, the characterized by pamodana. Pamodana is a happiness or joy. It's a characteristic of the mudita. Okay. And then anesaya. Anesaya. Anesayana rasa. Anesayana rasa. Anesayana is no envy, no envy, no stinginess, yeah, no isa. Anesa is a not isa. Anesa is a not isa. No isa. The function of mudita is a no isa. Easy to understand, okay? Yeah. Isa is nowadays in our society, there are a lot of Isa, when each other cannot make appreciated joy, cannot make easily congratulation in something successful to him. So yeah, there's a many violence is based on that. I think nowadays many problems because of no mudita. And you go to the manifestation of the mudita is arati, vikada, vichupata. Arati. Rati is Rati is the light, like, Radi is a like. Aradi is a no like, not like. Vigada is, Vigada is a destroy. Destroying no like. Yeah, the murida is like too much, like some person successful in something. Appreciated drawing like this, so that's fine. He mentioned. Arati, Viragata, Vichupata. Destroying the no like. And then Paratana, proximate cause. Satana, for the living being. Sampati dasana paratana. Sampati is they are successful in something. Yeah, sampati is a kind of the plenty of the properties, and they are successful in education, in business, in politics. Huh? Yeah, many kind of things. Yeah, they're looking, dasana is looking for that is mudita, appreciated joy. Okay. Mm-hmm. And then we go to the next two is good one and bad one for the mudita here mentioned. Arati Vipassanā Tassa Sampati. Tassa, the mudita, appreciated joy. Sampati, successful is Arati Vipassanā. Arati is a not like. Vipassanā is a disappearing. Disappear, not like, is good for mudita. But the opposite side is be careful. Pahasa Sambhava Vipatti. For the mudita, appreciated joy is like Pahasa is smile. Kind of the smile or laughing. Yeah. Sambhavas happening. Yeah. Yeah, so that's why your smile is sometimes that person's smile is different meaning. Some person's smile is always good for that person successful, but some person's smile is not like this. So be careful. Smile is the laughing is many meaning behind the laughing. We don't know because mind is quickly changing. So that's why here Buddha mentioned like this. For the appreciated joy, very closely enemy is like this. Bahasa, laughing. So there's we call Kihasita Somanasa. In the Mahasatipatthana Sutta, mentioned the Somanasa Vedana, the kind of the pleasant feeling is two different kinds. Kihasita Somanasa Vedana and another one. Oh, Kihasita is Kihasita Somanasa and another one. Ani, no, no Agiha. Anyway, so we have a pleasant feeling, the two different kind, and then but Kihasita is not good. Here, that kind of laughing, that kind of joy in the Kihasita. Kihasita is with six things too. Pleasant feeling with the attachment. The meaning is attachment. Working with the dana, that piti is not mudita. That piti is not mudita. Nikkamasita piti is good for mudita. Kiyasita is not good. Kiyasita is a kind of the attachment, walking with the dana. That kind of piti, lowa mula, sakada, somnasa sakada, lowa mul, detikada, sambiodan. So, like kind of the lowa mula chitta, a kind of lowa mula chitta, 4 are piti, 4 are without piti, isn't it? Together 8. We learn in Abhidhamma. Pleasant feeling and neutral feeling. 4 are with a pleasant feeling, piti. Piti is working with a pleasant feeling. That kind of happiness, that kind of joy is not mudita, not good for mudita. That is dangerous for mudita. Here the meaning. Bhasa is the meaning. Bhasa is not just laughing. Not just laughing. Bhasa, English translation, maybe laughing that translate, but here Pali mentioned Bhasa Sambhavo Vipatti. Bhasa is here Pali mentioned that kind of Loba Mula Piti. Loba Mula Piti is enemy for mudita. Not really appreciated joy. Not really. Because working with the attachment, loba. That's why. Be careful. So that's why it's very difficult to translate bhasa. Not the meaning. Not just the meaning. Careful. To the next one. After mudita, we go to the karuna, isn't it? We go to the karuna, okay? So karuna, no, upeka, sorry, upeka. Upeka is sattesu, in the living being, sattesu. In the living being, mijadakara, pavati lakana, upeka. Mijadakara, majata akara. Majata is in the middle, akara is aspect. Pavati is happening. Yeah. Characteristic is upeka. Equanimity is not going to the and hate condition. In the middle, neither love nor hate. In the middle, vichata. Middle way. Vichata is middle way. Happening in the mind is of upeka. Or we know, oh, this is upeka, we know with that characteristic. Okay? And then function. The function of equanimity is sattesu, in the living being. Sambhava dasana rasa. Sambhava dasana. Oh, no, sambhava. Samabhava, sorry. Samabhava dasana rasa. Sama is equal. Bhava is happening. Seeing or looking equal happening in all living beings. Is function of equanimity, upeka. Okay? Yeah, equanimity is that meaning here is no love and no hate. Yeah, that meaning. Okay, and then the manifestation of equanimity is here is plain. Patika nunaya Vipassanā Pachupatthana. Patika, you know Patika. Patika is a dosa anger. Patika. Patika nunaya. Nunaya is a love. Yeah, hate and love. Yeah, that meaning here. Patika nunaya. Patika is a hate. Nunaya is a love. Hate and love. Vipassanā is a disappear. In your mind, there's an equanimity. You don't have love and hate. That situation we call equanimity. So equanimity arising in your mind, you watching with the wisdom, that equanimity, you will understand, oh, I have no hate and love. You can see that Dhamma is we call upekha. Okay? Kama sakada sada. Sada, living being, is kama sakada, their own karma, their own action. So when the situation happening like this, the living being, they have their own karma. They kasa ruchiya sukhidawa poisandi. These living beings, kasa, for who? Ruchiya. Ruchiya is wanting, want. Sukhidawa poison. Sukhida is, the happiness. Poison is heaven. Happening the happiness according to their wish. No, not happen. Because some person karma is not good karma, so that person no happiness, isn't it? So just wish, we cannot wish. Or that person should be happiness, that person should be happy like this, we cannot wish. They have happiness and they have the good thing and bad thing is according to their own karma. So that is upekha. Okay? So dukkha dowa mochandu. Dukkha dowa is from the suffering. Mochandu is free. So free from suffering also, we cannot wish, isn't it? If we wish, but for some person it's not possible to wish like this because they make many bad things in the previous life, they will get the bad result. According to the karma, we cannot wish like this. So that meaning, be careful. So here upekha is like this. And then patta sampati dowa. Sampati do is patta sampati do is they are very rich also. Not bahayasandi, not decrease. Whatever they have, the property, many property they have, that property not bahayasadi means not disappear, not decrease. That means not loosed. Not loose from their property, for their properties. So like this, we cannot which, according to their karma, happening many things in the many person. So even like this, pavata kama sakada dasana padatana. So happening, Buddha is happening, kama sakada is own kama, dasana is looking or seeing. So looking or seeing the happening, their own karma is very proximate cause, close cause to arise the equanimity, ubeka. Yeah, that's explaining. Okay. And another two is what is the cause to complete the ubeka, and what is the opposite thing to destroy the ubeka here Buddha explain. Patiga nuneya upasamato or upasamo. Tassa sampati. Tassa is for equanimity. Patiga nuneya is hate and love. Patiga is hate or anger, dosa. Nuneya is love. So hate and love, upasamo is disappear. Yeah, hate and love. If you have a hate, if you have a love, ubeka cannot arise. Hate and love disappearing in your mind, easily ubeka arising. So somebody is completely arising in your mind. The ubeka equanimity is love and hate and love disappear. Buddha saying like this. And the opposite things for the be careful things for ubeka is Kehasitaya. Oh, here mentioned Kehasitaya Inyanupikaya Sambhavo. Kehasita is the ubeka, the neutral feeling is working with the Lavamula Chitta. Four kind of Lavamula Chitta is with the Samanasa, four kind of upeka, isn't it? So these four upekasagata, Lavamula Chitta is not equanimity, not working with the equanimity. Very dangerous for the equanimity, upeka. So that's why upeka, Pali upeka is many kinds. So that's why here mentioned Kehasitaya Inyanupeka. Inyana upeka. Inyanupeka is inyana is an I is a no. Jnana is a wisdom, isn't it? No wisdom means a moha. So Kayasita is a loba and moha working with the upeka. That is dangerous for equanimity. No, Adukkha Masuka is, we say Ubeka, Adukkha Masuka is the kind of feeling. Here is no feeling. Here is equanimity is no feeling. Equanimity is the not feeling aggregate. For Khanda, not feeling aggregate. Sankhara Khanda. Sankhara Khanda. Equanimity is a Sankhara Khanda. Not feeling aggregate. Not Vedana Khanda. Be careful. We translate in English, the kind of the neither pleasant an unpleasant feeling is ubekha, sakata, rawamula chitta. Ubekha is not that. That ubekha is a feeling. That ubekha is a vedana khanda. Here, equanimity is not feeling. Sankhara khanda. Be careful. Here, explaining karuna, mudita, ubekha. Ubekha, finally explaining here, ubekha is not feeling. This is not adukha masuka. Adukha masuka is a feeling. Here, equanimity is not adukha masuka feeling. That is sankhara khanda. Equanimity is in the mind manifesta is we call tatra michatata. Tatra michatata. So that's why here be careful. If you want a real, equanimity, you should be careful. You're working with kind of adukha masuka is kind of equanimity, but not real. Freedom. That feeling is a freedom like the kind of equanimity, tatra michatata, but no. Very careful. That's why Gehasitaya Inyanupekaya. Pali is clearly explained here. 2 words. Very important. Gehasitaya. Gehasitaya is working with the loba. Inyanupekaya. Inyana is a moha. So loba and moha are working loba mulasa kata chida. We learn in Abhidhamma. So that's very important. Without understanding Abhidhamma, here they don't understand about ubekha, here equanimity. They don't understand. If they don't have a knowledge of the Abhidhamma, very difficult to understand. Here explaining 2 Pali words explaining. Gyasidaya is working with the loba. Inyanupekaya. Inyana here, inyana is anyana, moha. Opposite of jnana is moha, isn't it? Ubekha is adukha masuka vedana. Here ubekha is adukha masuka vedana, feeling. So adukha masuka is sometimes treated like this, like equanimity. But if that feeling working with loba and moha, that feeling is no equanimity. No equanimity. Be careful. That's why Buddha mentioned that Pali. Very, very important. Kyasidaya Inyanupekaya Sambhava. Sambhava is happening vipatti, destroying the equanimity. Destroying your equanimity with that. So be careful. This is a very, very important. If you want real equanimity, upekha, bhavana, you need to be careful that situation. Sometimes adukha masuka feeling treated like equanimity, but it's not really equanimity. Adukha masuka, if working with loba and moha at the time, that adukha masuka feeling is not equanimity. Okay? So I think we need to stop today here. We have to talk about many things about the miscellaneous thing. English. Oh, English. Sorry. Translation already translated in English. Okay, but English translation, here. Gladness is characterized as a gluttony produced by the other success. Its function is to reside in being envious. And envious means no asa. No asa. It is a manifest as the elimination or the aversion, boredom, kind of laziness. And proximate cause is a seeing being success. Yeah, it's a proximate cause for the mudita. And it's succeed. One is make aversion, modern, succeed. And then it's fail. One is produce merriment. Merriment, English translation here, merriment. Huh? Merriment is a kind of the happiness, kind of the joy with the lova attachment. That is not real mudita. Mudita is joy, you know, but joy, sometimes we joy with a lova attachment. That is not mudita. Okay? And then equanimity. Equanimity is a categorized as a promoting the aspect of neutrality toward the being. Neutrality means no hate, no love. But no hate, no love means no adukkha masukha, isn't it? Its function is to see the equality in being. Equality means no hate and no love. Equality means here, that meaning also. All the time seeing everybody no hate and no love. Just equally seeing all their own function, their own karma. So seeing like this is a upeka. It's a manifest as the quietening of the resentment and approval. The translation like this: resentment and approval. But this is anger and hate and love. And its proximate cause is seeing ownership of the deed. Karma here is Kamaskata in Pali, yeah, like this. And thus being an owner of their deed, what already they have done in the many previous life, whose is the choice by which they will become happy or will get free from suffering or will not fall away from the success they have reached. It's not possible the kind of which, because according to their karma, they happen. So it succeed with it make a resentment approval, succeed. And then it's fail, one is produce equanimity or unknowing. Yeah, unknowing means yeah, unknowing means a moha, which is a worldly mind indifference or ignorance. The meaning is the loba mula ubekha sagada loba mula chitta. Based on the house light. The house light is kayasita. Kayasita is a house light. The English translation, not just only house light, but in sensual attachment, loba and moha working with equanimity, not equanimity, adukkha masukha feeling, that is not equanimity. Sometimes our mind having like this. Sometimes no hate and no love, just feeling is adukkha masukha, just middle. At the time we think that equanimity, no. Working with the lova and moha, there is not equanimity. Equanimity is only without lova and moha. There's a real equanimity. Okay, so that sometimes our mind is, sometimes pretend like this. So be careful. Sometimes mind is happening in different way, but we think, oh, that's good, but it's not really good. So that's why Buddha explained in that way. All for divine abiding with the loving kindness, also that kind of thing, good and bad, and also the karuna, mudita, upekha also. Okay, so we'll stop here today, and before stop the lecture, so we wish our Buddha teachings stay longer and longer in the universe. So the more the Buddha teaching lasts in the universe, and we understand the Dharma, correctly, If Buddha didn't explain the Dharma, we cannot understand the natural phenomena correctly. That's why Buddha teaching is very important and to last in the universe. So we which Buddha Sasana Chiranditatu in 3 times, please. Buddha Sasana Chiranditatu. Buddha Sasana Chiranditatu. Buddha Sasana Chiranditatu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Idame Bonya Asawakayang Hodu. Idame Bonya Nibbanasa Pachayo Hodu. Idame Bonya Agapala Nyanasa Pachayo Hodu. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you very much for your watching. See you next week. Have a good day with the food abiding as possible you can. Thank you. Bye bye.